Google Cloud.next, Google's big conference, was last week. And they introduced a bunch of tools and technologies to make AI adoption easier. That might be a bit of a theme today, is making AI adoption easier and more efficient. Highlights include Google's agent-to-agent protocol for secure collaboration between AI agents. It's not just machine-to-machine communication, it's actually AI agents interacting with other AI agents. And new cloud tools to better manage these applications and services. Google also unveiled Ironwood, a powerful new AI chip, reinforcing its focus on leading AI infrastructure and AI tooling. Ron, you have spent quite a bit of time looking at Google's announcements and Google's AI. What strikes you as the best parts of this?
Yeah, great lead-in, Alistair. And I think, yes, it's certainly been spotlighted, what's been coming out of Google Cloud Next. But also, I think Google Cloud overall has been building a lot of momentum over the last few quarters. And that's why these announcements are, I think, sharp, differentiators for Google. And I'll start with the A to A agents. First of all, what they are going to enable is that AI agents, whether they're built by Google or Salesforce, SAP, others, what it's going to happen is that they could communicate securely using a common protocol based on HTTP, JSON, RPC, or SSE. So what this is enabling is the reduction and need again for custom integration. And so I think this is something that in this context, in this area, is moving toward just that, having more standardization and less customization, which could be a bit confusing because in other areas, more customization is in demand. But for this particular announcement, this I think is a outstanding feature that will flow. And it's also allowing agents to share data and coordinate actions. For example, a client agent can discover remote agents' capabilities through JSON-based agent cards and assign tasks such as processing a customer query or scheduling logistics, etc. So you can see, some of the baseline appeal here already. Moreover, it's backed by over 50 partners, including Atlassian, Cohere, MongoDB, as well as Deloitte and Accenture. So you really have a who's who of major players that can really make the A to A agents, matter in terms of what's going on with, the Google customers out there. And, as a result, it's again signaling strong industry buy-in. And from my view, then, this coalition suggests a move towards standardized AI agents and AI agent ecosystems. And again, reducing the fragmentation that's out there. And also, while A to A focuses on enabling communication between AI agents, model context protocol, which we touched on, is facilitating connection between agents and external tools or data sources. And so, what I am hearing is that they both together can, create a robust framework for multi-agent systems by addressing different layers of the interactions. And this can again be underpinned by the Ironwood chipset that was also unleashed at the event. And I think that's important because we're seeing that, again, that the hyperscalers are committed to building their own silicon. This is, again, trending toward more customization to, again, support their specific cloud workload demands. That is really primarily related to AI. And so I think that's something that is just reinforcing that trend and is, again, making the competitive mix out there more interesting and it will make I would say more challenging for some of the merchants out there to compete more directly against it. And then we're seeing players like SoftBank already hedging for that particular outcome. And so this is something that I think is going to maintain a good deal of momentum for Google Cloud because my comment and to round this out about Google Cloud having a lot of momentum, I'm seeing organizations, enterprises out there adopting Google Cloud from a previous platform because of Google Cloud's excellence in areas such as resilience. That is, when you have, virtual machine reboots, they're going to happen on occasion rather than having them happen frequently and with little to no pre announcement, that upsets customers. What Google Cloud is doing is not only are they reducing those types of scenarios, but also proactively letting them know, hey, yes, a virtual machine reboots are going to happen, but just to let you know so you can plan around it. And this is something that, should only take X amount of time. That's a real difference maker, something as simple as that, or seemingly simple, but it's not really simple because it's not obviously being implemented across the entire cloud ecosystem. And the other important factor is security. And of course, cloud security is always important. It's not so much the native security of the hyperscaler, i.e., Google Cloud, but it's also ensuring security of third parties and partners that are using the Google Cloud platform. And that has obviously created some situations that are unfortunate for other scenarios out there. But Google Cloud, I think, is doing a good job of directly addressing that, and as a result, creating competitive advantages.